Hi, y'all.
Without
I'm
further ado,
here.
we gotta give you flowers. We gotta give you flowers. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let's go. 1, 2, let's go.
Put your left hand up, right hand up, left hand up. Man, at whatever. Get it.
Yo, Rim, we be having to play
Ah.
instrumentals. We gotta play
Yeah, we
instrumentals
got these
because when we
instrumentals. They
play
don't
the
want our
song, we
show to
get
get shut
shut down. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Remy Ma on the Bacon, Egg, and Cheese Show.
Good morning. Thank you
Let's
for having me,
go.
guys.
Good morning. Good afternoon, TGIF.
Good morning. Good morning. I didn't know we was getting
Yes,
on
we're
like that. Luck,
definitely excited to have
you
you.
ain't tell
Allow
me
me
we
to
was in
introduce
full makeup
myself
with
because you
the
already know
unicorn
Lady Luck and
hair.
Babs Bunny. I am Miss Lissa.
Right, you said unicorn here. Now, Rim, you know, you've been dropping a lot of pictures. You've been looking good as a motherfucker. So I had to make sure today we
Thank
ain't do no
you.
sunglasses and ponytail. You know what I'm saying? I had to be ready for you. You
Nah,
we
it's
couldn't do
early.
the
I'm in
regular
work
Lady Luck.
mode.
No, work mode.
I'm
Work
in.
mode is an
Why is it? I have a
understatement. First of
delay
all,
on it. Hold on.
I want to give you your flowers. I mean, you were killing it. You and Joe is killing it on the or I don't know if I still call it Wendy Williams show. I don't know what I still call it,
Wendy
but you
wants it
guys.
to still
It's
be
the
called the
Wendy
Wendy
Williams
Show.
show.
Okay.
Okay, well, shout out to
Wendy
that.
show.
Y'all doing an amazing job over there, and you are on a
Thank
press
you.
marathon. It's not even a press run. Like everybody got Rim over here. You know, you really blowing up the Chrome 23. So tell us about your inspiration from that. You know, what I mean, obviously, you and I have history with the battle rap, but what made you say that?
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna throw my hat in this ring.
It's so crazy because I reached out to you, and well, actually, I reached out to Babs because I didn't even know
Correct.
that I had your information still or whatever. But because I was conflicted, you know what I'm saying? Like, me and Luck, we have this hate love relationship. We'll be cool, but she don't be telling me that our coolness has an expiration date. So
No,
one
don't
day
do that. Don't do that.
I'll just
She
turn
came. She
something
came
on
in
and
ready.
Luck be gunning me down. I'll be like, what?
She came in.
Again.
Remy came ready, y'all. Remy came ready.
I be so confused. But
No.
but I don't care what she's going through, what she says. We had a moment where when I was in a very dark place and she sent me something that was from her heart at that moment, and I believe everything that she said in that moment. So anything she does after that, outside of that, I don't pay it no mind. I never feed
Yo,
into
yo,
it.
yo, no,
I be
no,
like,
Rim,
oh,
You
Lucky,
Rim,
sound just
Rim.
thank
like
you.
her friends. Yes.
No, Rim. I
That's how we do it.
wrote Rim when she was locked up. I mean every word, but see, like I was I was wilding in the streets at this time, and I remember Pat Poose had ran down on me outside the club, and we gotta get into, you and Pap's love thing too. Pap, you wrote Remy a letter. I said she never wrote me back. I didn't know if it was still on, nigga.
Well,
I didn't get
but
the
the
I
thing
sent I sent the kite.
in
I
my
didn't get one
defense,
back, so I didn't know where we was
I didn't
at.
write a
But
lot of people back. I didn't write a lot of people back, and it wasn't because I didn't appreciate. Like I'm telling you, like it means something. I still have it. It meant something to me. It's just I was just in a real bad place. Like it was, I couldn't even formulate my words to express how I felt because I was just so mentally and emotionally messed up. Like it just was. But like I said, I say all that to say, whenever you say anything of like, anytime you say anything, people like, yeah, you see what Luck said. I be like, that's Luck. I don't pay it no mind. Like I told Babs, I was like, I need her to be there. Like this is battle rap is something that I started doing. Like you're the only girl that I've ever battled in my entire life, like ever. I
I
really used
needed
to
a
be
check
in.
after our battle, so that's why
I
I kept going.
I need no, but no, seriously, I only have battle guys. It was the only one. But for a lot of people, what people don't understand, like sometimes people only know you from when they start paying attention to you. You understand? So I've always been into battle rap. So when I went away and Babs and Devo and Big did what they did with Queen of the Ring, I missed that whole era. It was like the entire time that I was gone. So when I came back, I had never seen reality TV. I had never seen an iPhone before, like all of these things. I'd never seen Twitter, Instagram. None of these things had existed. So I'm just getting flooded with all of these girls that are doing what we were doing. And I'm like, and they're
Right.
amazing. Like they're prepared. They have weeks and months to prep and they know history about them. And it was just so dope to me. And I always loved it. I never, I talked to Debo one time. He's like, well, why you never came? I'm like, because I had a curfew, Debo. That's why. Because I was on parole. Okay, I couldn't come outside. I just was able to come outside during Corona. Okay, I couldn't
So
come outside.
I mean, I don't know if we got 30 seconds to get into the history. So let me tell y'all, Lady Luck was on the run. Lady Luck was a full-time criminal. And they called me and they said, look, my cousin, of course he lying, we found out now, but Remy down there talking shit about the entry at the Fight Club. I said, where's she at? So I ran down to the Fight Club, and me and Remy always had a dope respect for each other as female rappers. And if I've never given you flowers and said it, the only reason why I was like, you know, felt like it was a battle, because at the time we were the only female rappers that they were talking about. And there was a lot of female rappers. It's even Luck or Rim. Like, we got a freestyle on Hot 97 where we literally just going in till we run out of breath and run out of spit. So that's what it was. So even if we whatever emotions was with it, it's always flattery on my end to say that you are one of the top female rappers that I've ever heard. You know what I'm saying? And giving you your flowers and tell you I love you. And I'm not gonna throw no more.
She doesn't
no more.
hate
Well,
me.
let me get a bouquet out real quick and give a bouquet to all three of you ladies, because as someone who loves hip hop, as someone who was a spectator now in the culture, all three of you ladies are so instrumental in not only battle rap, but just female hip hop. And this is so big for the culture, because rarely do we see females in hip hop supporting each other. So I just want to acknowledge how big it is to have all three of you, because I remember seeing Bunny on Making the Band battling against boys and girls as well, and she killed it. And then of course you ladies had your battle, but before that, we got to give our flowers to Roxanne Shante, because she also is a pioneer in the culture. So
you know what makes ours
for just women overall.
What makes ours different is that we were head to head. We were the first ones on camera. Everybody else was on wax and things of that nature.
With money on the table.
It definitely was a crazy time.
Let me say this real quick. The Fight Club was definitely phenomenal. At the end of the day, if you was around in that era, then you really knew what it was. And so when it made television, because the people that went to the Fight Club, and then it's like, oh shit, the Fight Club is on TV. You know what I'm saying? And so it was like a lot of people that didn't get to see them battles, that didn't live in New York City, that couldn't come to the events, where they had. Shout out to International P. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to fucking International P.
What up,
so
P?
at the end of the day, the Fight Club was historic. They need to do a fucking documentary about that shit, like real talk. Real talk. So overall, Rim, I'm excited that you on the panel. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And I want to get into this Chrome 23 card that's actually coming up next week. So,
oh my God. It's so soon. We're in single-digit numbers. Like, we're in single-digit numbers. At one point, like, I remember when I first was like, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I wrote down the numbers. I had my pen and paper. I was like, how much is this going to cost me? Because my thing was, even if I don't get a sponsor, even if I don't have any help, what is it going to cost me? Like, if the world crashed, which it started crashing because I had so many things like that. People was like, oh, COVID numbers are back up. I don't know if we're still going to be, Super Bowl, All-Star Weekend, CIAA. So I'm like, okay, I planned for this. But my whole thing was, like you said, I started in this very young. And what me and Luck was able to do with Fight Club, and then what you and Debo and Big did with Queen of the Ring, and just there's still so many people that have no idea that female battle rap exists. Like when I did an interview, we were coming out of it was me and QB, Black Diamond, and Miss Hustle. We were doing an interview at allhiphop.com, and when we came out, TMZ cameras happened to be there.
Yeah,
so
I saw that
I talked to them real quick, and then I guess they went back to headquarters, and then they called like, hey, can we get like a on-camera interview? And I'm like, yeah, cool, no problem. So we set it up, and I'm doing an interview, and while they're talking to me, they're like, so you came up with this idea. So it's like kind of like a versus, and you're going to have the girl. And I'm sitting here like, they think I'm invented battle rap. Like, they have no idea. I ain't going to lie. I ain't correct them. We only had a little bit of time. So I was like,
You
okay.
annoying. You annoying.
So,
You
so
annoying.
if they want to think I've been in female,
You-
they'll find out later when they come out and they gotta go back and Google what they see on YouTube. They'll find out later. Let's just get to it.
Yeah.
Let me hit the points that I need to point. But it was just so crazy, and even like just in everything that I'm doing, like I have this press that I'm doing, but my press run literally doesn't start until next week. All the press that I've been doing so far has been organic people that have been reaching out, like, yo, what's going on? What is this about? What can we do? And I feel like this such at this moment right now, it's such a great time for women in hip hop. Period. This has been the most, and I've been in the game in 20 years. When I met
Yeah.
Pun, I was in high school. This
Yeah.
is the most females that I've seen that are all in good positions, because it would be one or two, maybe three, and then you got the scragglers. Like everybody, you have Lotto, and you have Cardi, you have City Girls, you have, and then you still have people like myself and Kim and Trina that you could always pull up and you see them touring here or they perform here, and it's just a really dope time for women. And it was bothering me that it wasn't translating over to women and female battle rap. And when I tell people all the time, like I see myself in them, the anger, the hunger, the passion, and that could have easily been me. Like if I didn't, like I was lucky. I'm smart enough to know that I was lucky, that I was able to meet certain people, that certain events in my life was able to change the course of my career. And even when crazy things happened to me that I thought I'd never recover from, I still was able to, somehow push through. But I could have easily been one of these girls that got a kid at home, that got a dude at home, that got a side job, but her pen really go. And people respect it, but she's not seeing the fruits of her labor. And I felt like if I could do something that could help get the eyes on that, even if you don't become this major artist and you're not the next, on, maybe you get a job writing for a show like Queens, or maybe you get a job, ghostwriting for some of these artists that are like, in positions that can't do it for themselves because they have ghostwriters anyway. Why not it be you? Like just a way that they can make a steady income and a living off of their talent, because these women are talented, as we all know.
You're not
Yes,
lucky,
these
you're
women
blessed.
And you
yes,
battle
yes,
lucky.
yes.
Thank
Now,
Yes, they are very talented, and we all know that it's not easy. It's not easy, and it definitely matters. And exactly what you said, the people you meet, where you're at, the time, the moment, all of that plays into it. But we all know that you gotta want it. You know what I'm saying? And so that go, and all of these girls want it. They've been doing it for years, and for them, which I tell people all the time, it's really harder for them. Their mothers, for the guys, they not really home with the kids while they writing. You got the mothers that got to take care of their kids, write their rhymes, memorize they shit, prepare, still got to take care of a home. It's a whole nother ball game when you a female artist. And no, not to take nothing away from the guys, because it's a lot of guys that are good fathers, but they always have the access to leave a kid home and say, I'm going to the studio, for the most part. So at the end
Where
of
do
the day,
you
for
leave the
women,
kid when it's still in your stomach? When it's still
fuck
growing,
that.
where you
So,
leave it?
you're
Like, it's
Yo,
just
there
there
you
with
go.
so
And,
Rem, let
and
me
a
ask
lot
you.
of these girls mentioning that, a lot of these girls have battled with babies in their bellies.
Well,
They have.
you wouldn't have that issue if you were a lesbian. Now, Rem, let me
lesbians
ask
have
you.
babies too. What we not gonna do? We gonna come against the Rainbow Coalition. We know that y'all have babies
Let me
too.
Let me ask. So,
That's not what she meant.
do you hear the bars before the battle, or like what do you guys bringing differently to the table? Are you
No,
assisting them? Are you so you letting
I
everybody live
don't.
on their own?
I don't. Like, it's so crazy that you asked it, because I'm really close with Hustle. And outside of Chrome, she would
I
call
know.
me. She would call me. Stop. She would call me and be like, yo, so like whoever she was battling, like, and I'd be like, I don't want to hear it, because I'm also a fan. I don't want to hear it because you're gonna ruin my moment. Like, I want to hear it when it's coming out versus the other person's round. Like, I've never ever once heard any of her rounds before it. I think, and that's for anybody. I wouldn't want to do it. Like, I want it to be just as organic for me, and as I want to experience how you guys are going to experience it.
Right.
I don't know who, like, when I hear the stories, like, yeah, I heard his rounds. I'm like, what? Why are you listening to that? Like, it would ruin it for me. Like, I'm the person that if I go to the movie with you, you've seen the movie already, and you tell me the movie, it's over. Like, I'm gonna be mad. Don't tell me the movie. Don't tell me what happened. I want to see it when they get there. Like, I love surprises, and even with these girls, like, the reason why I picked who I picked for this first card, because I feel like they all are great performance. Like, there was some people like, well, why didn't you pick this person? Like, I had a lot of people that I could have picked, but I wanted to pick as close to a sure thing as possible that it was going to be great, because like I said, there's a lot of people that this is going to be their first time ever seeing battle rap, and especially ever seeing females do it. So I need everyone's socks to be blown off. When I went, what gave me the final, you know what, Ram, just do it, is when I went to the Drake card, and I had my publicist with me, and I had one of my really close friends with me. Neither one of them had ever been to a battle. Neither one of them had ever saw it, and they were like, and they're like, yo, how he know that about him? They know each other. I'm listening like, yo, just shut up. So then when Jazz and Gaddis came, they like, oh, girls too? Now I'm looking at them sideways, because like, do y'all even know me? Like, what do you mean girls too? Like what? I was so confused. I'm like, yeah, girls do it too, like whatever. So, and the explosiveness that came with that particular battle, I was like, this is what the world needs to see. And a lot of people like, and I think sometimes people get it confused when I'm like, when I say things like that, I'm not saying that Queen of the Ring or URL or none of these other people or none of these other platforms gave the world what they need, because y'all got some classics in them
Millions
files.
of views. Millions of views.
Some
Shout out
in
to
those files.
both
But
platforms.
what I know is there are the world is a little different now. Things are constantly changing every day. People only pay attention to what happened in the last 48 hours. So that's why I don't even get too mad shit when stuff happens on the internet. I be like, 2 more days, they'll forget about it. But I think what what I'm trying to do with this, I'm trying to bring the key elements that we need. And when I say we, I mean all of us, because if Chrome 23 does good, everybody who's affiliated with female rap is going to benefit. I tried to explain this to somebody the other day, and I said, listen, I have my event. It's February 27th. 2 weeks later, somebody who's on my card, 40's on my card, is headlining on Queen of the Ring card. So if Chrome looks crazy, anybody that's tuning in to the Hot 97 Live, that's tuning into my IG Live, that's tuning in on all the different platforms that we have them, they're going to want to go like, oh, that girl that was on, she on there too. Let me go see what's going on over there. Let me check it out. And this is a way that we can help each other. It's not always about, oh, this one against that one. I hit Babs constantly, and I always like stay in touch with Diva. I want people to understand, because the fans will lead you astray. They will have you down a road, ready to pull up, kill somebody, and it don't even be like that. And I told her, like, yo, I don't ever want to fight. I'm not here to take nothing from nobody. I'm not here to try to step on nobody. We are here, and we can all coexist. Anything you need me to do. Finally, by the way, Devo just sent me the trailer at whatever time in the morning. I've been asking for it for days since I first seen it. I was on the plane. I said, listen, give it to me. I had another. This is the third time asking. Don't make me ask again. I will pull up on you. Don't do that.
No, Debo
So
definitely is good for that.
He must have seen that I was doing this and was like, oh, I was like, I'm about to ask Babs or Vague for it. I'm sure I wouldn't be waiting this long. But we all could help each other. You know what I'm saying? There's enough money for everybody. There's enough lanes. There's enough odds. And it's not about us. Like, at the end of the day, I feel like everybody has an affinity. Once you start talking to these girls, once you have a relationship with them, you get to know, like, especially if you're a woman and you're a rapper and you're this, and you're going to see some of you in them. That's why I was so adamant about things like hair and makeup and wardrobe, because I know how that is. When somebody call you and you like, Dad, you in some random city, you don't know who the hell, what your face gonna look like when it's done. You don't know what your head gonna look like. You don't know, like, you need an outfit, like, money tight. You don't know. It's so many different things that be going on in people's real life outside of rap. So I try to take all of those things into consideration, and that's what the whole name Chrome 23 is short for chromosome 23. I thought about it a long hard. Like, I need a name. I wanted to mean something. Chromosome 23 is the one that determines what your sex is, whether you're a male or you're female. When you're a female, I don't care what your profession is. You're always going to be classified by your gender first. Female rapper, female cop, female lawyer, female judge. Like, you can be I ain't even gonna lie. If I call an Uber and it's a girl, I be like, female Uber driver.
Yo,
I don't know.
I
I
do
don't
the
know
same
about
shit.
this.
I be like, yo, what's up?
You
That's
think you getting lined up?
the thing.
So nah, I just be looking like is she gonna drive slow, she gonna drive stupid. Like there's the things that come with it, and I do it, so I
When
know
I see
people look
female
at us.
Uber driver, I
Oh,
think
hold up.
differently.
Hold up,
You know
because I
what?
know.
Cause you
Wait, hold
dirty
up,
and
Rim.
you need to be
I'll be
clean.
like,
Hold up,
hey.
Rim.
Yes.
Wait a minute, hold up, because I know I'm gonna forget this shit because you said you would think of a female Uber driver gonna drive slow. I'm in ATL. I had a female Uber driver. Some nigga cut her off. She cut him off. He pulls up beside her. She pulls the hammer out.
Yo.
I'm in the back. Yo, I can't make this up on my son. I'm in the
What?
back seat. Like, what the fuck is happening here? Yo,
Nah,
yo, he
what?
pulls the hammers out, point the shit at homie. She like, what's up? And he like, really? She was like, what's up? He just
Send me
pulled
her
off.
information. I want her to be my personal driver when I go to
She need to be your
Atlanta.
security, you heard?
That is how I felt.
I want
said,
that as
oh,
my
it's
personal
lit.
driver.
Yo, I can't make this shit up. So every female driver ain't that way, Rim. You might bump into one of them
No, I can
TikTok ones.
drive
Like,
though.
yeah.
I can drive really well. Like any instance, I can drive really well. It's just whenever I'm in traffic or I'm in anything and somebody do something stupid, it's four things. They either in a Honda, they're in a Honda,
The
they're
Nissan.
in or Camry. You know they get
Yep.
crazy. A minivan, because people in minivans they don't care about nothing. An elderly person or a woman. One time, it was an old lady in a Honda minivan. I was like, I don't got a chance.
Yeah.
I'm done. It's over for me. I might as well let me just pull over until she get off the road to get wherever she going.
So
But
you
like I was saying, well, real quick, I just want to finish my sentence. Like when your gender and your sex is constantly put before your profession, we have to work extra hard. We have to fight for certain things, and I always find that I be fighting with people that are like me and that look like me and in the same position as me more than the people that got it easy. Like if I have to deal with a dude, it be like smooth sailing, nothing. Whenever I have to cooperate or coexist, it always seems like it's a issue. And I want to get to a place where it doesn't have to be like that, like where I could call Babs or I could call Luck and be like, yo, whatever, and what's the issue, or do we have an issue, or how do we fix this, or if I
Yes.
offended you, I apologize, because it's just we don't, time is short, and the older I get, the more I'm starting to realize how short time really is, and how insignificant the shit that really used to get me tight and have me mad is really not even important.